Most people talk whatever. We talk Whatevski.
Yee.
Oh,
What's up, guys?
bet you've been wondering why we gathered you all here today. Yeah, just kidding. We need some intro. My name is Rara, and I'm a comic artist, graphic designer, and I write songs.
My name is Mila. I'm a social media manager. That's it.
What else am I going to say?
Yeah, we're not really used to this kind of thing. So, we've been partners in crime for like 7 years now.
No, almost 13 years actually.
13. I mean, seriously? Like, how old are we? I'm like,
It was 2004.
wait, really?
Yeah.
That long?
Yeah, we've been friends since 2004. How dare you forget about it?
Oh no, we're old.
Like, how old are you? Like, how old are you now?
I'm probably 18. I can't remember.
No, you're almost 26.
Yeah, I'm basically going 19.
Oh my god, stop being so denial.
Oh, really? Come on. 26 is the new 19, alright?
Okay, I'm 22. What that makes me?
Okay. I'm 25, so if I'm 18, then you're like 15?
Yeah, I think so. Oh my god. Well, the first time I met you, like, you were in my house, and then you just barged into my mother's room somehow.
I have no shame. I'm like Gerald Leto.
And then you opened some women's magazines, and you call them the sexy magazine.
Oh, ew.
It's not even a Playboy magazine.
I know, right? Cringe. Major cringe fest. That was like so weird. And
And then I was just, what the hell, dude? I don't even think that it's a sexy magazine. It's just women on pages.
yeah, but we're not women, we're girls.
Oh,
we're
yeah.
like babies, so we don't understand like grown up stuff, but now we do.
Yep, now we do. And then I've seen a lot of stuff.
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 If you know what we mean.
Yep. If you know what we mean.
Hey, boys.
Hey, boys. How many guys you've dated in your life?
Like one.
Is that it?
Yeah,
Like,
unfortunately.
You're older than me and you only dated one guy?
Hey, age doesn't correlate
Okay.
the number of boyfriends you have.
Okay, alright. Like, I think I have almost like 5 guys now.
Oh, really? I thought you were more saintly than me.
I think so.
Dude, I'm like the bad seed here.
I don't know if I'm the best at as well. Like, I dated guys. They don't chase me. I chase them, usually.
Woo, you go, girl.
Yeah, but
Get
isn't
'em.
that kind of sad? I feel like I'm such a shameless woman.
No, it's not. It's 2017, man.
Yeah, I know.
That kind of stigma shouldn't even exist. Cheer up, society.
Yep. But people never know about this. And this is the first time I'm telling it to everyone.
Here's the answer to people who don't believe that women should get as much as men out there.
Yeah.
I'm holding up a middle finger here.
Yeah.
In fact, 2 middle fingers.
I've met a lot of guys that actually complain about women that, oh my god, women are so, what's that word? They just have so much expectations of guys, but in reality, it's not. At least for me, it's not. Because I usually go down for a guy. I'm not saying a pun in here, but...
You're like settling down for his qualities. So like,
No, I
you're
mean-
the settler.
Yeah, I'm like the settler that I don't mind where you came from, what's your background, how much money you make, I just date you. But except if you're creepy, then sorry, I'm not agreeing
Yeah.
to you. Like, well, it depends on what the guy does. For example, when you meet the girl first time, you just say hi. That's not going to make me interested in you.
Yeah.
Yeah, like everyone says hi. Okay, I'll just say hi back.
Hey, it's friendship 101.
Yeah.
It's how you make friends.
Yeah, exactly. But if you only say hi, how are you? I'm okay with that. But if you suddenly say I love you, that's kind of weird, boys. That's not how you do it. That's not how you get to know the girl. You have to get to know the girl first before you say I love you. Because the girl will say, why would you love me? What do you like about me? I don't even know you. Like, come on, I don't even know your name.
Exactly.
Well,
Get to know her better.
well, you know
Don't-
your name.
Don't just go straight up to dating this person.
Exactly, but you know, on Facebook usually people say do that a lot.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I've seen a lot of guys do that to me, but
It sounds like a love at first sight enthusiast. And I'm sorry, dudes, I don't believe in that. Or girls. If any one of you believes in love at first sight, just for romanticizing purposes, romanticizing purposes.
Yeah.
Did I say it right?
I don't know. But for me, I have to really get to know the person first. Then if I hear about one fact or two about a guy, maybe it'll get me interested.
Yeah.
That's how it works, you know.
Yeah, as for me, it's probably like that.
Yeah,
Love at first sight, debunked.
it's same for you, right?
Mm-hmm. But
Like, why did you like the guy? Like the guy you dated?
probably his sense of humor, probably his music taste, like similar music taste,
Exactly. That's the
or similar
That's the
causes.
thing. That's the thing.
It's
You
not
have
all
to
about
talk
looks.
about those stuff before you get to say I love you, or maybe you say that you're interested.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like I've seen a lot of guys do that, and they say I love you. Like what the fuck? I'm sorry about the F word, but
Who the hell cares, dude? Just spit whatever you want.
alright. Like what the fuck, dude? That's not how you do it. Like you have to get to know. Just ask, what school you attend? What do you learn? What's your job? The basic stuff. So maybe from there you get to know what you actually like.
And
what
if you
your
have-
favorite things.
And if you have a future with this person, just ask would you see themselves in 5 years. But I don't think that question works either. You gotta like imagine a future with them.
I can't even imagine the future myself.
Oh yeah.
If what else for someone else? I can't imagine that. I don't know what I'll be in 5 years, to be honest.
I'm not really good with that either.
Oh my god, I'm such a millennial. Typical millennial. You know, like,
Aren't we all?
yeah. Like, we don't know what to do for the next 5 years. And then, okay, there's
don't
this
think-
guy I dated that he's like almost 30. So he basically knows almost everything. Not almost everything though, but he knows more than me. And he told me that he criticized the millennials that they don't really know what the future's like. They don't really save their money. We tend to
He's probably a stereotypical straight A student.
like
I have a-
actually no, it's not a straight A student.
He's just a
He's like
hardworking man.
He's actually a dropout. It's true. But he got a lot of more money than me, and he got a car when he's 26 or 27. Well,
Back when he was 26.
yeah, and that kind of makes me depressed because I'm still 22, and then I get to, oh my god, I have to save money to buy a car and all that.
Oh man.
But I don't really know how long for I have to collect all of this money to buy a car. To be honest,
Just do what all the millennials do. Blame the baby boomer parents for destroying the economy. Am I right?
well, I can't really say that because
Yeah, that sounds bigoted as well for us millennials. I'm kind of sorry, baby boomers, for that, but not sorry because you destroyed the economy.
like every millennials have to pay student loans and all that. It's kind of depressing to me.
Yeah,
I have to pay back by work. Well, luckily for me, I don't really have a student loan. I have parents that work for the government, and I get to have like scholarships for almost entire life. I don't know. Well, I'm sorry. I'm kind of depressed. Really depressed.
Okay, let's just talk about something. Let's just talk about something different. You and I have both been partners for like since before the DeviantArt days, right?
Yep.
Oh, tell us about the DeviantArt days.
I don't know. I started like
Our usernames.
I chose Amel Strange.
As we all know, she's Amel Strange and I'm Choco Reaper.
I wonder why you chose Choco Reaper.
Well, she's one of my characters in Blue Fairies. You know the comic that I did since I was 13.
Oh yeah.
It never got published online since I did it in Indonesian and
But you showed them to everyone, you know,
yeah,
at the office.
our circle of friends. The drawing was ugly as hell.
But everyone's like, come on, just continue the story, you know, that...
Do it again. We want more Blue Fairies. We want to see Choco Reaper goof off and rip her pants.
Yep, that's exactly it.
Yeah, so I did a Choco Reaper persona. And, well, all the time when I was Choco Reaper in DeviantArt, I don't really like how I acted, and it kind of left a permanent cringe scar. So I don't want to be associated with that name again, so I choose a different username. What about you?
Well, I was into Emily Strange when I first accessing the internet. That's the first thing that I searched on Google. Like seriously, it was inspired when I saw my friend wearing a hair clip with her Emily Strange face on it.
You know, that
I was
got you liking Emily the Strange.
Yeah, and then, oh, what's that? What's that cartoon name? It was Emily Strange. So I just searched it on Google, and I found it, and that's the first web page ever that I've ever accessed on the internet.
How old were you back then?
Maybe I was 12 or 11, around that age.
Yeah, around a normal time to discover the internet, am I right?
Yep. And it was, what year was it? 2004, I think. Or 2005, I forgot. When was that?
I don't know. Do I look like I know someone?
It was. I just remember that when you have to connect the internet with the dial-up phone.
So annoying.
And then everyone has to stop their calls if.
Yeah, like, phones and the internet don't work together back in the days, kids.
Yep.
Oh god, we're so old.
Yep, and then my mom used to scold me because I always use the internet for more than hours.
Same as my mom. She would just get right off pissed when she sees me on DeviantArt.
Okay, the web pages that I used to visit was Emily Strange, and then it was Yahoo Messenger. It was hit back then. Did you remember?
I know, right?
Yeah.
I really hated chatting because of that. I don't know. Like back then, I liked chatting, but as I got to college, I started hating chat.
Yeah.
Like MSN.
That
used
me
any of
too. I don't get that. That me too, because I used to meet a lot of strangers online, and then most of them are creepy as hell. Like,
Ew.
they're actually like adult men, but they pretend to be the same age as mine.
Pedophile alert.
Yep, that's creepy as fuck. Even there's someone that actually not stalking me, but more like bombarded me with messages. Like they asked me to meet and all that. Oh, it was on Yahoo Messenger. I decided to block him.
I never used Yahoo Messenger back when it was.
Well, I also used MSN, but I almost forgot what I do back then. It was just random spam bots and all that. Yep.
See, this is why it died. This is why it doesn't exist anymore. Now we all use Skype. Skype is way better. We can video call and stuff.
But it's kind of weird because I don't really use Skype anymore. Because, Facebook already has the video calls.
And WhatsApp and Line. Everyone's catching up.
Everyone's catching up, and now Skype is like...
Catch the twat up, bitches.
Yep. And now Skype is like not so popular anymore now. People are going more on Google Hangouts right now. And also Line.
Last time I tried Google Hangouts, it wasn't really that good. Maybe it's because the connection sucks.
Yep, it wasn't really not that good, but for me, it's kind of rare to video call, to be honest. I prefer to do a phone call better than video call, because when I did it with my friend, it's just so awkward.
Anxiety.
Yep, and I didn't really know what to talk about except just to look at her or his face and then try to find something to talk about, like, what's up with your face? Like, that's not a good topic.
I know, right? Awkward. Oh yeah, speaking of which, back to Amal Strange.
Oh yeah.
I kind of remember seeing all these Emily the Strange stuff, and I kind of want to like copy them because I was an annoying as hell copycat back then.
And then you did copy them.
Yeah, we actually made those plushies, right? Like,
What did
the bolsters and
What was the software you used to paint to make those pictures?
I don't know, Photoshop.
Oh, it was Photoshop? I thought it was Paint. Oh, wait. I did it with Paint. No, I was not good with Photoshop. I used to
Yeah, we used to do it with Paint.
and then you just made it better with Photoshop.
Your computer has no Photoshop back then.
Yep.
And yeah, we actually made like a few bolsters, like one bolster and one Elmo the Strange doll, and then like we had like Gerard and Mikey.
Totally copied them.
I also made Gerard and Mikey Black Parade keychain. If you know, they're from My Chemical Romance. This is during the Black Parade era, so we were like big fans of My Chemical Romance and Emily the
emo
Strange.
back then. Oh my god.
2007 was weird.
Yep, it was really weird. And, I used that name because, well, obviously, my name is Amel.
And you're a stranger. No, I just kidding.
And I'm not really that strange back then. Oh, am I? Or maybe I was really strange back then. I don't
We're
know.
all strange in our own ways, buddy.
So, my name is... I chose the username Amel Strange, but then I found out that some other person used it way before me. So I decided to change it.
That sucks.
Yeah, I know, that sucks because it was so popular. I don't know why.
Amel kind of sounds like Emily, so that's kind of an easier way for people to...
to identify, but it was already taken by someone else. So. And she's not even into Emily the Strange, so I don't know, maybe because she already identified herself as someone
Waste
strange.
of username.
But not really, because I think that's already her identity, because she was a designer and all that. I did research on her, to be honest.
It hurts when someone who's more famous than you has the same name as you. It's not you. And so,
But I don't know if she's famous or not, but she did made a lot of content. Like, she made YouTube videos, she made covers of songs.
I kind of checked out her blog once. She seems quite popular.
Oh, she seems. Oh, she is popular then. Well, that's okay because,
has
well, that's
viewers.
already her trademark, so I'm not going to use that anymore. Then I changed to something
I
random.
kind of changed username too because I don't want to be associated with the asshole Choco Reaper. I started Loserificus back then, but then
Name
not,
Loser was not that good as
name
well.
is not just working out for me, so I changed it into Ratryoshka. It's basically Matryoshka with an R because that's what my name starts with.
That sounds better.
It sounds cuter too, Ratryoshka.
Yeah, because now you can identify yourself with a doll inside a doll inside a doll.
Personalities.
Yep, a lot of personalities.
Matryoshkas have layers. Ogres have layers.
Yep. Humans have layers.
Yeah. Photoshop has layers.
Yep.
Whatevski.
Okay.
What's your next username then?
I don't remember, but it was Stranger by the Night.
Stranger in the Night. Is it?
Is it Stranger in the Night or by the Night? Maybe in the night. Yeah. But with an N-I-T-E, not N-I-G-H-T, no. It was actually inspired by the book. I think it was the book title, but I kind of forgot. Someone actually wrote a book about that. But then I decided to use that name because I wanted to define myself to be a stranger or a strange person. But then it didn't work out as well.
Because you had a creepy vibe and you like watching
Yep.
people. That's kind of what I do too.
I don't really watch people, to be honest, but I do sometimes. I stalk them, like, if I'm bored. Not, well, I still have some ethics to do.
Everyone window watches. That's the truth. Like we all have our little own voyeurs inside of us.
Well,
So
and then I used the name Dakota.
Likaura.
I don't know why, it just came up randomly.
It's quite cute though.
Yeah, it's quite cute. Then I search on Google if someone else already has it, but nobody seems to. So I use the name Dakota.
Yay.
Because it's actually a short term for like an aura. I don't know why. Yeah, I just don't know why. It's just so random. I just don't think about it.
We're made of random.
I just made it random. Then I think I made a blog post on Tumblr about that. Why did I choose that name though?
Yeah, I'm gonna put the link in the description down.
I kind of forget now because it's been a long time I used that name.
I'm gonna search for the blog post anyway. I'm gonna put the link down.
But then I don't really identify myself with that username anymore. I actually still want to keep it, but
No, you can use it for other purposes. I mean, I have like two usernames for now. One is Ratryoshka and one is That's Ridiculous. That's what I use for my Tumblr and Soup.
okay.
It's like That's Ridiculous and Icarus because I don't know why I was so into Icarus. I mean, it's really common though. Like a lot of people liking Daedalus and Icarus, you know, the story. I don't know why because he just looks like a total goof off looking and flying into the sun and like flipping his wings. And I had to parody it with wax wings, with chocolate wings back in the DeviantArt days because my name was Choco Reaper still.
Yep. But right now I just change my username to Kamikura. Not on DeviantArt though, but on
Twitter.
on Twitter, on Instagram. Just for the sake of SEO. When people just search my name, like my full name, and then just came up all of my social media.
Yep. As for professionality.
Yep, just for professionality. I also have this other username called Mila Kumis, and actually that first started online.
It's a parody of Mila Kunis.
Yep.
And Kumis means mustache.
Yep.
So it's Mila Kunis with a mustache.
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't have any mustache on my face though. Many girls, especially in Indonesia, they do have mustaches, but mine is not one of them.
Yeah, we don't really have visible mustaches, but everyone grows a mustache. Yes, even women, even us.
I actually do have, but it's really thin. It's just so, I don't know.
Yeah,
It's so invisible,
just-
I can't really identify with it, but then people have been, not people, but my friends have been,
noticing.
no, not about a mustache, but more about how I do resemble Mila Kunis at some point. I don't really know how, but that they told me that they reminded me of Mila Kunis.
So do you have a Russian-esque feature for a Southeast Asian girl? That's pretty complimentary. I mean, that's pretty
I
compliment-ish.
guess. I'm not sure. Maybe it's because of my eyes. Like, I do have round eyes like Mila Kunis' eyes.
And your nose is a bit more pronounced than mine.
I think so. I don't know. And then I just wear a lot of smoky eyes, like almost every day. Just I think that what makes me resemble her.
Oh, so that's why I look like I have a monolith when I'm next to you. You sort of have deeper set eyes.
Yeah, I don't really have a deeper set eyes, but I just really like having a lot of kajal in my eyes, and put on thick mascara. I don't know, I just really like my eyes a lot. I do have an almond shaped eyes more than round eyes because Mila Kunis really have like her eyes are really big. You can see her what did you call this pupil? Like,
People.
Yeah, people.
Iris,
like,
probably.
Iris just floating, the eyeballs. But mine is not. It's just the illusion of the makeup that I use, so.
What do you think my eyes look like? I mean, what's the shape?
Your shape is kind of, you almost have you're not a monolith, so.
Oh, yeah, I don't really...
But you do have very thick eyelids.
Thick eyelids.
Yeah,
Double eyelids. Still
I don't know how you say that though, because I
look
know
like cat eyes.
it's hooded eyes.
Hooded eyes?
Yep.
That sounds awesome!
Yeah, just like Jennifer Lawrence's eyes.
Awesome.
She has hooded eyelids. That's how you look like, and you do have bigger eyes though.
Really?
I don't know.
Do I have bigger eyes than yours?
Yes, you do have bigger eyes than mine.
Or is it probably my hipster glasses? It's kind of an insult calling it hipster glasses.
Maybe. I don't know. Well, your eyes do look bigger. Even when you remove your glasses.
Thanks, I guess. Oh yeah, and to the girls who feel that they have thick mustaches, we're just here to tell you that we love you and you should be proud of who you are.
There's a famous singer with that.
Just screw what everyone...
Signature mustache. I forgot her name. She's really famous in Indonesia, Can you search on Google for that? Because
Is Dalia.
Is Dahlia. Yeah, that's her name. The woman with the mustache. Very iconic mustache, though.
Pretty powerful voice too.
Yep, I mean, she has an iconic mustache, not just like Hitler's mustache.
No, come on. Why would you say that?
I don't know, just like Hitler is just famous aside from his other things, but for his mustache as well.
Yeah, Hitler has an iconic mustache and so does Is Dalia. What about us? What part of our appearance is iconic?
I don't know. Mine is the hijab. People already associate me with the hijab, so like anytime you remove it, it's already part of my identity,
Yeah, well, whenever I draw you in my comics, I always gave you a plaid hijab with a skull pin.
Yep. Exactly. That's me. That's my identity. No other way.
For me, it's probably the hair.
Of course.
Or maybe the glasses, but I don't really draw myself with glasses that much.
Actually, you do a lot. Oh, wait. No.
No, not really. In my comics, I don't do it. Because when I was a kid, I really hated wearing glasses, so I don't want to identify with the glasses.
Okay.
I was 11.
I see. But did you ever try to consider wearing, what did you call that?
Contact lenses?
Yep.
Nah, I'm a slob. I'm a total klutz. Maybe I can wear contact lenses, but I would just get them dirty and damaged in 4 days.
I'm always afraid of wearing contact lenses. Just hearing from the stores that people get their eyes burned when you're...
I know, right? It kind of looks like it hurts.
Yeah, it hurts a lot when I see it. When people just poke their eyes with their contact lenses.
You got the secondhand cringe.
Yeah.
Secondhand pain.
Not cringe, more like pain though. I can feel it, just... I always have lashes stuck in my eyeballs. Is that how you feel when you put on contact lenses?
Oh, worse than that.
Yeah.
You gotta ask someone with contact lenses, yo.
Oh my god, maybe I should. Well, I do have a lot of friends who wear contact lenses, and I respect them for that. On myself, I can imagine it. What happens when suddenly, today, I'm having this natural dark brown eyes, and tomorrow I will have, very gray eyes.
Ooh, color-changing contact lenses. Yeah. That should happen.
That should happen.
It should be a thing. Cosplayers would love that.
Of course. Maybe we can make it a business.
Hopefully, if we can invent it.
Yeah, if we can invent that. We can't. That's the problem. But
newsflash, we can't. We're a bunch of school kids. I mean, we're not school kids. We have jobs.
Yeah, well, we do have jobs, but not on that part. We're not sciencey kids.
We're more of the artsy kids.
Yeah, we're more of the creative kids.
We're more of the kids that don't want to play during dodgeball.
Yes.
We're more of those kids that are awkwardly reading a book whenever recess happens.
Yep, exactly. That's what we do. Or maybe we just randomly sing or play instruments. That's what we do.
Musical instruments. Hell yeah.
Exactly. Or maybe you see us sitting in front of our desk, looking at the computers all day,
Eating lunch.
and maybe slowly dying. Oh my god,
We're all dying from the inside, buddy.
that's getting dark.
Is there a moment where we're never not getting dark?
Yeah. I don't know why, but as I age, I tend to like more dark humor somehow. I don't know why.
You've grown to appreciate more dark humor as you age, right?
Yeah, because I've seen a lot more things that could be joked about, but should not be joked about.
Yeah, you've got a point there.
Yep.
Like, as we grow older, we come across more things that are finally connecting, and we can see the dark sides of everything that we used to like as a kid. So,
Yep, that's twisted, actually. Oh my god.
that explains it.
Yep. And how about the cartoons? You know how you feel when you watch the cartoons you used to watch as a kid, and then it actually has a deeper meaning to it?
Yeah, that was like, mind blown.
Yep, very mind blown.
Why do I sound like a douche?
I don't know. I don't know how I sound.
It's like
I feel like I'm Mariah Carey, you know, at some point.
Right, and I'm a tooth fairy with pink wings
I don't know.
named Pete Wentz.
I
Oh,
don't know.
Fall Out Boy.
I don't know her. Oh my god.
Speaking of Pete Wentz, he actually has blonde hair. Can you believe it?
Seriously?
Yeah, he went blonde.
Wait, what do you mean? Like
He bleached his hair blonde.
Oh, I thought you were saying that his natural hair was blonde.
No, it can't be, dude. He's half Jamaican. I mean, he's
Oh.
he's a quarter Jamaican.
Okay. I've seen his pictures with his blonde hair though.
Yeah.
But for me, it's more shocking to see a Deftones vocalist make his hair blonde. It's just so unimaginable. I don't know his name though, but I know his face. If you listen to Deftones, they're more into metal, alternative metal band.
I probably should listen to them. Should start listening to them.
Yeah, you should, because it's more like you listen to metal but you don't.
All right then.
You should ask Gerald for it. He knows more than me.
Alright, well, that's all the time we have for today. So thanks, I guess. So see you next week. Or we don't really update weekly, so see you when we see you.
See you. See you, boys.
Bye.